PTSD often correlates with delayed processing, and processing our emotions can take far longer as we need time to take in information and our brains take longer to process it, especially when they are tied to intense or overwhelming emotions, which can take longer to understand because our brains block out information in the attempt to protect us. So, in order for us to be able to understand ourselves, then be able to communicate that information to others and be able to talk about how we feel can take far longer because we are still processing it. It is like a safety mechanism that automatically kicks in to protect ourselves. But it can also show up as memory loss, frequent nightmares, difficulty sleeping, strong emotions of sadness and anger, for example, confusion, brain fog. People with severe trauma often have delayed emotional processing and responses a large majority of the time because it's a way to cope with the overwhelming emotions and the reality of what has happened to you. In a way, I feel thankful to myself and my brain for trying to protect me, but at the same time, it can get frustrating at times because it takes me far longer to understand how I'm feeling and why, and realize and see what is truly going on around me. And PTSD is challenging because it can totally alter our reality and perception of time, emotion, what is happening in the present, which can get muddled with what has happened in the past. It sometimes feels like living in multiple timelines at once. And I believe that's why it's so important to ground yourself and be compassionate with yourself, as sometimes we can lose ourselves in these flashbacks or just even in the confusion as to where we are at mentally, physically. If you struggle with delayed processing and delayed processing of your emotions due to PTSD and severe trauma, you are not alone, and it is truly a journey of relearning self-compassion and relearning how to be and how to be in your body as you authentically. It is a lifelong one, and to me, on this journey, choosing to be kind to yourself is not only what makes sense, it is what we need and what we deserve.